That was mixed Mr. Foxtrot with gospel, which I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, I really like that.
It's a good song.
And I'm not just saying that because I have to, but I do.
Well,
have
you
to.
don't have to.
I do,
really.
Don't I?
No.
Oh, I didn't like.
I bloody hate it.
No, I did like it. It was very good. If you, the listeners out there in real world, you do make some songs, or you have made some songs, and you'd like to get them played in here, you'd like us to sort of advertise.
when Eddie said that, he did a very large hand movement up into the sky, a bit like Willem Dafoe does, kind of near the end of Platoon.
I was going more for the Life Aquatic approach of him going. I always saw you and I can't remember his name. Esteban. I always saw you and Esteban like my fathers.
Yeah.
That was what I was going for.
He's always throwing up his arms, Willem Dafoe. That's why he's cast.
He's actually a Muppet, and so that's all the
that's all the arm movement he can muster.
His arms in the end.
They can only go up and down on a vertical axis, and it's the same with his legs. They just go up and down.
I've got a really big show. That's how Willem Dafoe goes. We've got to play a jingle, so here's a jingle.
With library fines approaching £60.
You're on your final warning.
This is lsrfm.com.
I have no idea what that meant.
I don't. Is it like a? I guess we get.
I think they're sticking.
Fines.
I think they're sticking it to the man.
Sticking it to the man. I stuck it to the man once.
Yeah, he's very sticky. It's like flypaper.
Yeah, I just put a poster up on him. Didn't even need to paste
paper
it.
clips and some old hair.
I
I just got a big bag of hair from the hairdresser
on
Otley Road and just covered him in it.
You know what? Let's try another jingle.
Really?
This one's called Irrational Hatred. I don't think any good can come from this.
Music, banter, and irrational hatred of Christa Burr.
Good. Christa Berg.
I quite like him. I think Chris is alright.
Also,
underrated.
This is lsrfm.com.
Damn it.
Okay.
I didn't want a gunshot.
See, because the only thing funnier than being sort of having that sort of attitude like that, yeah, we'll take the mick out of things, is taking the mick out of things, taking the mick out of things.
Yeah.
Because it's not just snotty, it's
We're going 3 levels
super
deep.
snotty. Yeah, it's like Inception.
Yeah.
I like the bit where Joseph Gordon-Levitt runs
around that corridor.
I've got a very good story involving that with trams when it was snowing in Manchester.
Go for it.
Oh, here it is. I was on the platform waiting for my tram, and it had been snowing. So one of the trams had been derailed. So it was a nightmare. Yeah, we do trams in Manchester. We don't have your fancy mole people transport of the underground.
Mole? Oh, mole people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking what mole people meant, but yeah. We have a tram in Croydon. Sorry. Anyway,
all right.
Go.
Whole tram. We've got 2. A tram derailed, and I was like, oh god, what happens if my tram derails? And I thought, no fear, I'll just sort of anticipate it and run like Joseph Gordon-Levitt did around the room, like, stage 2 of Inception.
Yeah. I think that's how you deal with it. If you just run up the wall, like if you crash your car at 100 miles per hour, if you just jump slightly, you won't hurt yourself at all.
Yeah. No, you run across. Because what I was hoping was, in my head, it would be like, oh no, the tram's derailing, but that guy's running like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So it'd be like, watch out, I'm punching the man in the suit in the face, and then the man in the suit will be like, I'm not in the film.
he'd be like, we're all in this situation together. The tram's derailed. Why are you hitting me in the face?
Because you're his suit. Ah, that's brilliant. Okay. We should try this feature. It's going to be very exciting. Sci-Fi Period Theatre presents A Gentlemanly Dispute. Sir, I disagree.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
No, Mr. Pompadour, I disagree with you and everything you stand for.
Do you disagree with the agreement to disagree?
I disagree with the disagreement to disagree disagreeingly disagreeing.
Well,
Mr. Pompadour.
My dear Mr. Pompadour number 2. Because everyone on our planet is called Pompadour, and you know those are the rules.
We have 5 heads and 2 hearts, so we feel twice as much and think 5 times as hard, Mr. Pompadour. I disagree with you.
But only half an arm, so simple tasks can be difficult.
Yeah, that's true, actually, because although our society only has, we only have half an arm. We have got like things that require opposable thumbs. You would have thought as a society we'd find ways around it, but we haven't.
And we've not evolved either.
No.
So we mostly just eat leaf litter by dragging our faces along the ground.
But we can see into the future and into the past, so I don't really know why it's significant. I mean,
if we can see into the future, then there's no need for confrontation, because we surely just know how it's going to end up.
well, yeah, but it's not necessarily that we can change the future. We just understand what's going to happen. So it's like we can understand that this is inevitable.
So we're struggling against the doom of the inevitable.
I mean, I guess the problem would be the sort of implications of fate in that viewpoint. I mean, is the future constantly changing for us, or is it like, I don't know.
To what ends do we control our own destiny?
Mr. Pompidou, I disagree with you.
I also like that the music has now gotten very sexy. So if you can imagine these two aliens being very sexy,
with one arm and 5 heads.
maybe looking like Sophie Dahl from that cooking show that she did.
She's a very tall lady.
She's a very tall lady and kind of a sexy alien.
You know,
her eyes are slightly
she's married
more far
to,
apart than usual.
She's married to Jamie Cullum, who's a tiny man.
Cullum's tiny.
Tiny man.
And Dahl's large. I don't understand how it works. What are the physics? Let's not go into it. They make
I like the ending of that. It was like, let's not go into that. Like if it was the 70s, like if it was Bond and it just cracked the case or something.
yeah, like Starsky and Hutch, but at the end they just go that the case is ongoing. Because you can have a cliffhanger, but if you had a show that never went over the cliff, then I think that would be a really interesting experiment to just see what people's tolerances would be of not ever knowing the conclusion of anything. But to conclude that segment,
sounds like
I think
Heroes.
we'll play another song.
That sounds like the majority of
Yeah,
Heroes.
or Lost, pretty much. Except they occasionally find another hatch.
There's another hatch! What opens it? I don't know. Let's spend 2 seasons finding out.
Try and ram this bar of butter through it. It'll probably open it. It might grease it up a bit.
Wait, guys, I'm wearing white socks and this hatch is white. It's a coincidence! Dun 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 dun. Was that the theme tune to Lost? I can't remember.
Hun dun dun. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. And Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On.
Alright, cool. We should play a song.
Yeah, I think we should play I Know by De La Soul. It's on the second row there. The third row, sorry, I apologise. It's right there.
I know. Oh, that's clever, because it's spelled E-Y-E.
Yeah.
That's
it
right.
uses a great sample from a Steely Dan song from his album Aja, or however you say that, but it's very good.
You know what I like about Steely Dan?
He's metallic.
No, you fool. He's made of carbon.
Nice.
Go on, talk to Dave.
I will. Stop it.
I Know by De La Soul. That was the latest funky music. James, what did you think of that?
They're a new rap group. Came out last week.
Very nice, very nice. You know, we are in the cutting edge. We're
right on the cutting edge.
We're the sort of DJ that know our music
Eddie's speaking.
Really
Eddie's speaking as if he's approaching the mic like it's a baguette, but with his eyes closed, like he's about to really, really enjoy.
I'm just getting
chomping on
into
it.
the music, you know.
Watch me rake the mic. Watch me rake the mic. Rake the mic.
I do
Whoops.
dream that we'd be that cool that we could just go. That was De La Soul.
That was De La Soul from
You know,
from
like, so
3 feet high and rising.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Funky like a piece of butter. Anyway, here we have
James's.
So it's James's gig roundup. James, what have you got to round up for us?
Well, rounding up what we saw last week. I mean, I went to Black Keys. We went to Tune Yard.
Yeah,
which
we
was
went to Tune Yard.
Amazing.
I liked the bit where
she was really good.
Yeah, and I even liked the bits where she wasn't really good.
She made me boogie in a big way, and that was exciting because not often can a alternative indie, whatever you'd call her.
I'd call her a person.
I'd call her a human being.
No,
I'm a human being. But it really got me moving, which is good. This week, however, there are many good things to see. James's. That you should. Do you want to stop playing that?
I'm proud of it.
I know you are. Monday is field music at the Bruno Social Club, which should be very good, which I may go to.
Hold on, guys. I'll say now, field music is a band, not a genre.